What makes for an unforgettable dining experience? It could be a few different elements. Maybe it's the fine food, maybe it's the bubbling beverage, maybe it's an idyllic location. Well, at Harbour Waterfront Dining at Canal Square in Lewis, it's all three of those.
Yeah, that's thanks to Gary and Lorraine Papp, who opened the restaurant 2.5 years ago. To them, every piece plays a part. And when you set aside some time to check the spot out, you'll see there's so much you ought to savor.
Fancy, fresh fare.
We have a scratch kitchen.
Drinks as deluxe as they are divine.
You definitely want to take a look at the cocktails.
Scenery that's strikingly spectacular.
No matter where you're sitting in our restaurant, you have a view of the water, which is also, very appealing.
Harbour at Canal Square is where gourmet meets grand. It's been 2.5 years since Lorraine and Gary Papp opened the restaurant. The dream, however, began long ago.
I always kind of had my eye on this place in Lewis, this establishment, because I thought that it was just, #1 location, beautiful.
When the building became available, the Papps pounced. The pair was already well known in the area through other cooking and catering ventures that began in the mid-90s. They met years before, in 1986, when Lorraine hired Gary as her sous chef.
Yeah, we immediately worked really well together from day one. And that's something that when you find in another person in a working environment, it's really valuable. And that kind of grew into obviously something else because we've been married for 32 years. We have 2 sons. And we've stayed in business working together the entire time.
We've navigated through the most challenging of times.
We've been through recessions. I don't know how to do anything else, so.
Let's be honest though, they don't just do this, they do it well. The cuisine is chosen and cooked with care. Everything
is made fresh from scratch in-house. We have daily fresh seafood delivered, fresh local produce. Our approach to the menu is to offer something for everybody. We try to keep our menu current with the trends. So you can find anything from, our duck pate, which we've been making for a very long time, to grilled octopus. I do a 12-hour slow braised brown sugar bourbon cooked brisket, which is just fork tender. Serve it with a red-eye gravy. Yukon Gold Napoleon potatoes. It's just very good.
From savory to sweet, Harbour has desserts for days, made with all the love by Lorraine herself.
I think, when people say, "Oh, what's your secret?" I tell them, butter, just butter. And it's real. It's not frozen. It's not coming out of a freezer or a can, so.
Their drink menu is worth a dabble too. Cocktails, craft beers, they've got it all. Even a well-developed non-alcoholic drink menu.
We bring in really high-quality distilled non-alcoholic elixirs that just broaden the horizon for the possibilities of creating exceptional, refreshing drinks. I don't drink alcohol, and I was one of the part of the force behind developing that menu. And we have a lot of customers, whether they are on medication or they're not drinking, or
health reasons,
for health, women that are pregnant. There's a lot of reasons people don't drink. And we wanted to have, an offering that was exceptional to make them feel refreshed and enjoy a nice drink that is memorable.
All right, I'm gonna give this drink a go. It is from the non-alcoholic menu. It's called a dry tie, and it is adorable with this umbrella. Let's go. Ooh, it's flavorful. I'm tasting a good amount of lime. It's light, refreshing, it's perfect, and this view makes it even better.
How about the view from the bar with the garage door open? A perfect panoramic.
The activity that's going on in the harbor, it's probably the best view in town.
It's very popular for happy hour. People like to come in,
People
A
like to
glass
come
of
have dinner in
wine.
there too.
Have a craft cocktail, have some appetizers.
Whether it's a bite, sip, or a meal, reservations are highly recommended. Lorraine and Gary have a heart to take tender care of each and every customer, but they can't do it alone.
We're blessed to have the crew that we have. You know, they come into a workplace that they're proud of, that they contribute to, and that they are very much a part of our success.
We let them know that.
Yes. And in the end, we're all in this together.
A team that truly cares, cuisine that's incomparable in the loveliest location in Lewis. The Harbour experience is exquisite in every way.
And I asked both Gary and Lorraine why they think their working relationship, well, works. They said they both love and understand the business and they have complementary talents.
That'll always make things work better.
That makes it happen.
There you go.
Great place.